Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Healing Days Oracle, or welcome if you're new. If you're new here guys, consider subscribing. My links are below for private readings as well for my Etsy shop. Today we're continuing with the message of the day, tarot message of the day, something that you need to focus, something for you to think about. And I'm reading from the guidebook. In this case, this is the Darkwood Tarot, but I'm gonna be changing into other books as well, other decks, but I'm starting with this one, so I may change every week to a different one. But in any case, we talk about it, just a little bit about it. It's not just the book, but to discuss a little bit. So what do we need to hear today? Let me know if you're enjoying these videos. Leave me a comment as well. What do you need to hear today? What's the focus of the day for us? What do we need today? We do have the Eight of Swords. And I'm looking here on the guidebook, and this is a lovely book that has the pictures, colorful pictures as well. So we are on the swords here, and you can see here, you can see the picture much bigger here, so it's a lovely book to really see the details of the card as well. So I read for you. There's light and shadow side here for those cards as well. Okay, so Eight of Swords, execution. A woman's body is bound and blindfolded. A noose attached to a tree branch above her falls loosely around her neck. A circle of 8 swords stuck into the ground form a circle around her. She stands on top of a box while rats gnaw at the wood beneath her. Her time is running out. A vulture, sensing death, waits patiently. This card speaks to witch hunts, executions, and the demonization of the female. We often punish ourselves before others can. Her ropes and noose are loose. She could wiggle herself free if she wanted. Her hands are loosely tied, if at all. The swords are within reaching distance. How did she arrive in this precarious position? What will she do next? 8 is a transformation number. There is no going back. It is time to finish what you started. There is no stopping now. It may feel obscure, but trust intuition will guide you through. Blindfolds are symbolic of initiation. Take it off. See the world through a new set of eyes. Meaning, bound, paralysis. You have the power to escape. It feels like time is running out, making a point to suffer. You are not the first or last person to have your feelings hurt. Remove your self-imposed blindfold and view the truth. Shadow. Is the excitement of drama overtaking your life? Like attracts like. Anger and resistance holds as much energy as pleasure and satisfaction. Wouldn't you prefer to be on the latter side? Look at the role you play in getting yourself into the present situation. Take the proactive steps needed to completely rewrite the story of who you are. Combine the elements of who you aspire to be. You are writer, producer, and director of your life drama. Change the genre by changing your thoughts and reactions. Wow, very interesting point of view here. The Eight of Swords really is that feeling of stuck, but it's just a way of thinking many times, especially being the swords. You could be a lot in your head. It's about the communication, maybe being stuck, not being honest with yourself, with someone that's involved in your life, and not feeling like you can speak when you actually can. It's not as hard, it's not as difficult as you may be thinking. It's a perspective. The 8 is just a way of thinking. We can be thinking that we are stuck. We can be thinking that the situation is difficult. So anything that you're living today, just think about it. We are, like it was written here, we are the director, we are the writer, we are the ones in control of our lives. So there are many things that we are seeing as dramatic, as difficult, and it's just a perspective. You can be thinking like, yes, this is life. I have learned, there's a lesson for me. How can I move forward? How can I learn with this, close the cycle, open a new door here, open new cycles, new changes for me? And many times we think something is more difficult than it is. We are the first one to judge ourselves. We're the first one to, think of the worst case scenario, and that is, part of nature as well. But it's not something that serves us, to our higher purpose or anything that really is good for us. Not that we needed to pretend, it's everything always going to be easy. It's good to be ready for things, but we don't need to always think of the worst case scenario, because it can stop us. It can make us feel, stuck and blind like this. And we don't even want it to move. Many times you don't even want to try something. If she just tried a little bit, could she wiggle herself out of the situation? Most likely so. And that could be something that we may think about. We could be thinking that we're stuck in a job that we hate, in a relationship that we hate, or, in bad habits that we're not happy about. We think it's impossible, so difficult. But it may not be. It could be just a perspective. So just to think about that today, it's a card of thinking, because the swords is about the mind as well, the communication. So how are you communicating with yourself? What are the words you're saying to yourself? I always say that on my lives, the kind of things that we say to us. Many times we wanted to manifest one thing, but we say the completely opposite way, to ourselves. We are negative. We go against what we actually want. And that's what we keep manifesting. So think about that. Maybe change the way of seeing your situation. Doesn't mean that is not difficult, but it could be that you find ways, solutions in places that you didn't even try. So have the courage, be bold, speak up, be honest with yourself and whoever's involved in your life, and you can find solutions. You can find ways to get out of a situation much easier than you may have thought about. One step at a time, at least try. Yeah, I'll leave you with this, guys. Let me know if you like this video. If you want an extension of this reading or any other questions, my link is always below for private readings, as well for my Etsy shop. If you want anything that you see here in front of you, I do have Valentine's sales going on my Etsy shop right now if you want to check it. Let me know if you're enjoying this kind of video. If you're new here, consider subscribing, share and like this video. It helps the channel very much. And as always, I wish you a lovely, blessed and healing day. Thanks for watching.